Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nur Atira binti Rohani Elis Azmi. My metric number 273349. So, today I'm going to present about the company background of Satyam India. Satyam Company Service was an Indian information technology service company based in Hyderabad, India. Satyam offers software development, system maintenance, package software integration, and engineering design service. Satyam Computer Service was provided services to a wide range of customers, including 185 Fortunate in 500 companies. The company was founded in 1987 and by 2008 they had revenue over 2 billion and have employing over 52,000 IT professionals around the world. And the company was listed in Indian 5 top IT companies. In January 2009, the firm was involved in case Indian biggest corporate scandal when the chairman by Ramalinga Raju admitted in a letter to the Securities and Exchange Board of India that the company's account had been false in over 1 billion to the company cash and cash related to the assets. The government formed a board to oversee the company sales. Tech Mahindra offered to buy majority stakes, and the company was renamed by Mahindra Satyam in June 2009. Next, we're going to take a look at the vision of the companies. To be on the top 5 IT service companies of the world, the vision is they have to focus responsible business growth, focus on enhanced operational eco-efficiency, and to be rated amongst the top brands to the work for. For the business service, Satyam Computer Service offering the service are infrastructure, the cloud and service, integrated engineering solution, enterprise business solution, data analyze, network service, cybersecurity, business processes service, and the lastly is testing service. So I'm going to pass this presentation to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ainisa Nabila binti Nazra Aini and my metric number 273387. My presentation is about the summary of chronology financial scandal in Satyam Computers. Okay, this chronology will start from the 16 December 2008 when Satyam Computers declared to buy 1% in 2 companies that owned by the Ramalinga Raju sons without approval of shareholders, but this decision be reversed due to revolt by the investors. So the investor was not agree with this decision. So the Satyam Computer have to reverse this decision. In 2003 December 2008, the World Bank blocked Satyam from doing business for 8 years with bank direct contract as a penalties by a client against Indian outsourcing company. Besides that, this is because Satyam did not give clear information documentation to the World Banks. Next is 7 January 2009, when the chairman of Satyam, Ramalinga Raju, resigned from the company. He also disclosed that the company increased the financial results. So, based on the balance sheet, this show that Ramalinga have a lot of assets in her own, and it increased in the loan that Ramalinga Raju loans. So it shows that Ramalinga Raju have increased the assets compared to the liability, even though she has liabilities. And the last date is 11 January 2009. After the financial scandal of the former CEO of Satyam was revealed, the Indian government interfered in the Satyam outsourcing scandal and hired 3 people to a new board in purpose to salvage the firm. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Aiman bin Amir, metric number 272125. I will continue the presentation with the impact of related parties and sentencing of the case. We go to the impact for the related parties. First, we go to the client. The client has withdrawn for any agreement with the company. And the second one, the client also preferred to select other company rather to choose and take risk by doing business with the Satyam company. And the third one, for the example, the global company like the Tesla, Cisco, and the World Bank will cancel the contract with the company and do not take a risk to make an agreement with the Satyam company. Second, we go to the shareholder. The shareholder will lose their investment value due to the fraud case, and they will think twice and not prefer to go to India to invest again and select other countries rather than India. The image of the brand India will be looked down by the global investor and give a bad perception due to the fraud case. And the last one, we go to the auditor. The auditor will face a several charge and also being arrested by the India authorities for the fraud case that they involve. The Institute of Chartered Account India ICAI have punished the CFO and the auditor due to the professional misconduct due to the fraud case that they involve. And second, and the third one, the auditor that in the Satyam company and that involved in the fraud case have been banned for 2 years for issuing others company.
Hi, I am Priyadarshini and I'm preparing with children matrix number 273409. So for now, I would like to explain about the conviction or sentencing of the case. A special court on Thursday sentenced B. Ramalinga Raju, founder of the erstwhile Satyam Computer Services Limited, and 9 others to serve to 7 years of rigorous imprisonment, convicting them in India's biggest corporate fraud case after a marathon trial. Ramalinga Raju and his brother Ramaraju, who was Satyam's managing director at the time the fraud surfaced 6 years ago, were also fined up to 5.5 crores each, said K. Surendran, a senior counsel for the CBI. CBI charged the 10 suspects with collaborating to inflate revenue, fabricate invoices, falsify accounts and income tax returns, and forging fixed deposit receipts to paint a rosy picture of the company's financials to deceive the public. All the accused were found guilty of criminal conspiracy and cheating. The court found Ramalinga Raju and former Vice President of Finance G. Ramakrishna guilty of destroying those evidence. Ramalinga Raju and Ramaraju were found guilty of criminal breach of the trust. Hence, Ramalinga Raju and Ramaraju have spent 31 and 30 months respectively in prison and will have to serve only the remainder of the 7-year term.
Hi, my name is Nazura binti Mahazi, matric number 273284, and now I'm going to present about the roles of auditor. The roles of auditor. Okay, firstly, auditor is very important for the company. This is because auditor is an authorized personnel that review and verify the accuracy of financial record and ensure that the company comply with tax norm. Their primary objective is to protect business from fraud, highlight any discrepancy in accounting methods, among other things. From the case of Satyam scandal, the Security and Exchange Board of India, or called SEBI, discovered that PricewaterhouseCoopers (PwC) failed to conduct the simple audit duties of ensuring sufficient external confirmation of debtor balance from the debtors in question. As we know, an auditor they must express an opinion whether the financial statement was presented in all material aspects in compliance with the established reporting framework. If the auditor found any deficiency, failure or shortcoming on matters above, the auditor must then state in his report that the particular of such, they have the power to inspect financial and other documents and to submit report and explanation for audit purposes. Secondly, Satyam, head of global audit, has manipulated consumer identities, built false invoices to inflate the company's profit, and falsifies bought resolution and secure loans. From this case, it is very important for an auditor to review and validate the cash account, financial record, asset with valid confirmation. The auditor has a value that has played a vital role in prevention of fraud. The auditor may notify the registrar whether, in his view, a severe offence involving fraud or dishonesty is being or has been performed against the corporation when doing his duty as an auditor rather than being habited together for personal gains. Lastly, is the auditor of Satyam ignore the first series of confirmation collected directly from the bank and focus entirely on those obtained from the company, which reveal the deposit balance that fit what was shown in the account. Auditor must have a correct and realistic interpretation of the issue to be addressed in financial statement. This means by when auditor complete their report, they discover no substantive financial reporting inaccuracy in the financial statement and determine that the financial statement were properly prepared in compliance with the accounting principle as well as relevant legislation.
The next part is the ethical issues. The first issue was Ramalingaraju was solely driven by the greed of money and acquiring lands. He forged the accounting books for 9 years, avoided tax, and diverted the money received from shareholders, created fake clients, account salaries, and invoices. Ramalingaraju showed his company in very good financial health and attracted money from shareholders to buy those lands. The next issue was, according to the findings of SFIO, Satyam's balance sheet as on September 7, 2008 carried an accrued interest of 376 crores, which was non-existent. The company had created a false impression about its fixed deposits, summing to be up to 3,318.37 crore, while they had FDRs of just about 9.96 crores on that year. The next issue is the directors at the Satyam board never questioned the actions of their chairman. They did not raise objections when the management decided to invest $1.6 billion to acquire a 100% stake in the two real estate firms promoted by Raju's son, which was in gross violation of the Companies Act 1956, under which no company is allowed without shareholders' approval to acquire directly or indirectly any other corporate entity that is valued at over 60% of its paid-up capital. The last issue was, one of the biggest sources of forgery at Satyam was the inflation of the number of employees. While founder of Chairman Raju claimed that the company had 53,000 employees on its payroll, but in real number was just over 40,000. Those are the ethical issues occurred in Satyam. That's all from me. Thank you.